Our next presenter, Ash Brown, is has the founder of Empiraa. Empiraa is a strategy, planning, and goal tracking platform that streamlines that planning process and engages your team effectively. With over 2 decades of experience leading sales team, Ash has founded Empiraa upon the values of smart, simple, and clear. Have I got that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And one thing that has always really resonated with me about Ash and his company and everyone in his team is his huge, the huge culture driven around values and aligning with businesses of similar values. So that's something that really, really resonates and I think is one of the secret ingredients to their success. So I'm going to hand over to Ash to share more about how his SaaS platform can keep your team aligned, working towards the same North Star and ensuring your long-term business success. So over to you, Ash.
No, thanks, Kev. You probably hear some noise. For some reason, I've decided to do a lot of construction in the street next to us, so I do apologise. Yeah, no, thanks, Kev, and thanks everyone for attending. One of the things that I got a lot of questions about regarding Empiraa after a presentation, and so I thought I'd do a follow-up, is purely everyone asks the same thing: how do we build a simple sales strategy? And it's one of those things that no matter what size business you are, whether you're a $200,000 a year business or a $200 million a year business, sales is always at the top of the mind. Like everyone's like, how do we generate more sales? And it's not just as simple as thinking, okay, let's just build, and we'll just go get sales. Like but it's not as complex as people think either. And that was one of the things that we really founded Empiraa on, is the simplicity. And part of what we do with Empiraa is not just have the software, we actually provide consultants as well as deployment as well. So we know that small to medium businesses really struggle for time. That's the one thing that the great equalizer everywhere is time, that no one has more of it. And you don't have the time to sit there and basically stuff around on a CRM or a project management tool where you're like, oh my god, I've got to learn a whole new language to execute my plan. So we're really focusing on, number one, getting you a consultant that focuses in on the problems that you've got. So we've had consultants that help with HR, with sales, with ESG, with tech spends, those type of issues, to come and build plans. But one of the biggest ones, I think like 80% of our clients come to us and say, how do we build a really simple and effective sales plan? And that's a really cool thing to think about. Like, it's just going to be simple and it's going to be effective. So like for us here, if you could see in Empiraa, we've got one here, like as an example, they've got a yearly budget of 15 million. Right, which is a lot of, like, let's just put it in parlance, even 150,000. But they can track that on the daily basis of how their sales is going because of the way we connect with Xero, we connect with HubSpot, we've got integrations with over 6,000 platforms. But where it starts here is we go, okay, what is the goal that you're trying to achieve? We want to grow our sales in 24, 25. Really important to understand what your North Star is. Because a lot of businesses, they sit there and they go, oh, we want to do this, but why do you want to do it? Well, we want to grow sales. We want to grow sales because we grow sales will unlock our business. Perfect. And then we started really going in deeper and going, okay, well, what does that actually mean? For this one here, is they want to do $15 million worth of sales. Great. That's whatever. You did 10 million last year, you want to increase to 15 million. It's a big jump. But if you want to do it, let's do it with a simple plan. One of the things that we will sit there and goes, how? This one here is particularly, what's going to get us there? We want to sell 1 million units. This particular company, which is a test company, is selling wholesale items to retail stores, let's just say. So they want to sell 1 million units. So you can start tracking, okay, how many units they're selling. So every time they do a sales invoice, it'll pull the units in directly through Empiraa. So that you can actually, you're not working in the plan, you're working on it. So which is just you're not working on the plan, you're working in the plan. So you're actually working, you're not sitting there going, oh, what do we do? What do we do? You're just executing. Because the hardest part about doing a strategic plan, and especially around a simple strategic plan around sales, is you spend a lot of time doing the planning, compared to doing the executing. And doing the executing, that's the real heart. That's the part that actually matters. That we spend way too much time planning to sell than actually selling, which happens all the time as business owners because it's a lot easier for us to sit there and go, oh, let's just play around with it, go and sell. But how are we going to do that? This one here is they want to expand the sales team. They want to go from 4 people to 6. So they're able to track how many people they've got in their sales teams. It's a way for them to get to 15 million. But then also too, we also can measure like cold email outreaches. So here we've got that they want to send over 20,000 emails over the next 12 months, and they're up to 5,500 for the month. So we can track that. So you can start tracking the metrics and start tracking what's working for you. But on the other side, you can start tracking what's not working so you can make decisions around that. So a perfect example on this one, you can see here, you got $15 million budget. We could turn around and go, well, actually, the North region is doing really well, but the East region is falling behind. So now you can start paying more attention to the East region. And then you can go, okay, what are the reasons why they're falling behind? Well, we wanted our sales reps in those regions, John Cena and Jack Sparrow, obviously well-known sales reps, to be doing 100 calls a week, and they didn't. So the activity, 100 calls in July, the activity is reflecting in the sales. So you can turn around and go, because this is the problem that happens a lot of time in businesses, that people sit there and think they're selling, they think they're going really well because the top of the funnel is going really well, we're making money, blah, blah, blah. But they don't actually see there's actually issues in your business that you didn't even realize. A good strategic plan will actually be able to say, hey, actually, you know what? You are going really well. The North region's kicking ass, but the East region, that's letting you down. So you need to optimize that, because if you optimize that, you'll make up that shortfall. And guess what? Those both regions, you'll be flying in your overall sales. But it comes down to just creating these really simple and effective, transparent sales plans, which you can do obviously in Empiraa. So these are the sort of things that really, when you're a business owner, it's about not just being blindsided by the fact that sales are coming in. Have a bit of a plan of how you want to tackle your sales, how are you going to achieve that goal, and how you're going to scale. So there's a old saying, we use. You build your business by design, not by default. Sometimes you grow because it's just you're there. But if you actually grow by design, you will actually grow a lot smarter. And the other side of it too, that you'll find out your cost of goods will drop. You'll be in a far more effective position, and you'll be able to manage your business in a better way. So don't be so blinded by the sales like coming in. Understand where they're coming from, but also you have a sales strategy around that so you can actually measure and cut. And then the other side of it too, if it's working really well, replicate. This is working really well. Bang, let's replicate that. Let's go. This is working really well. Let's replicate. That's not working well. Let's cut it. Let's not do that one. Or it might need attention. And that's where the good old-fashioned traffic lights come in, that here, like in Empiraa, we can just click on the red and it'll focus on what are the things that need attention, what are the things that are at risk, and what are the things that are on track. So this is designed in a way to engage you in a really simple way, not spend tens of hours working on it, but spend enough time to go, okay, where are we at with the plan? What do we need to do to achieve it? And where are we going? So that's about it, Cav. If there's any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. The email is just ash@empiraa.com, or jump on or reach for me on BackBone. We're on that, so feel free to reach out. And we're already helping businesses from BizBackBone already from that event. So yeah, it was great.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ash. And Empiraa has an offer that you can find on our member perks and offers page, so check it out.